A man is happiest and most fulfilled when he's giving his greatest gift to the world. And you might be wondering how you can give your greatest gift to the world. It starts by connecting to the source and ensuring that all your actions going forward are rooted deep in this source. This is what spirituality means for the masculine man. For him, spirituality is connecting to the source and giving his greatest gift to the world through this source. To understand how practicing semen retention might awaken you spiritually, you must first understand this source and how to connect with it. So, what is the source? Is the source an esoteric being that created the universe? Is it the universe itself? Is it the ether? Is it a man who walked amongst us and said some interesting things that stood the test of time? You don't have to be religious to know that there's something holding everything together. That there's a force which permeates everything around us. A force that maintains the cycle of life as we know it. A force that knows that gravity should be exactly as strong as it is, because if it was slightly more powerful, the universe would collapse into a ball. And if it was slightly less powerful, the universe would fly apart and there would be no stars and planets. A force that science is yet to comprehend in its entirety, but you can feel its realness as the screen you're watching this video on right now. And this force, this something, this ether, this God, this architect, this universe, this energy, no matter what you choose to call it, is who or what David Deida in his classic book, The Way of the Superior Man, called the source. The source and spirituality for the masculine man. Connecting to this source and having every action you take rooted deep into it is spirituality for the masculine. So what is connecting to the source like for the masculine? Well, it isn't all rainbows and flowers. It isn't all unicorns and a magical gate made of gold that protects nirvana. Far from it. Connecting to the source is painful. It is waking up to the truth. It is a calling. Because once you connect to the source, you'll see the world for what it truly is. A fleeting experience like a dream you'll have to awaken from sooner rather than later. You'll realize that you've grown too attached to the pleasures of the body. You'll realize you need to nourish your mind and soul as you've starved them for far too long. You'll realize that everything is energy. You'll realize that money is energy. Friendship is energy. Your relationships are nothing but energy exchange. Your words are energy. Your silence is energy. Sex is a form of energy exchange. You'll realize that your inclination to be truthful, give love, spread joy, and make the world a little better is a message from the source. You'll realize that all your insecurities, your suffering, your addictions, and your perks are all a rite of passage that must happen on your spiritual journey to connect to the source. You'll realize that that gnawing goal of writing that book on PMO addiction that you've suffered through for much of your adult life is the source gently urging you to start giving your greatest gift to the world. You'll realize that the goal is much deeper than you think. Your message can be far-reaching and help more people than you originally thought. You'll realize that the urge to give your all with diligence and integrity in anything you do is a message from the source. So when you come to these realizations, you start placing more value on your time. You start to realize that you have a deeper purpose for being here. And you can't waste your time here. And you can't waste time, period. You realize that you do need to protect your mind, protect your soul, and protect your energy. Connecting to the source is harnessing your masculine essence, and then quieting your mind to receive the message from the source on how to give your masculine gift to the world. After you've received the message on what to do, you then use the masculine urge to focus and give the gift to make the world a better place for the people around you, your children, your children's children, and the collective world. So, how does semen retention help you achieve this end? There are 3 ways you can, maybe consciously or unconsciously, get awakened spiritually by practicing semen retention. Number 1, semen retention and meditation. Adding a consistent meditation practice to semen retention is a potent mixture. Meditation is a tool used primarily to become aware of the nature of one's mind. When you meditate to a point, you realize that your mind is just like a chattering box that never shuts up. And these thoughts are nothing but gibberish most of the time. When you meditate and go into your body, you realize that your emotions are also physical energy that forms somewhere in your body, mostly around your heart. And like thoughts, they are also fleeting. Meditation teaches you to observe these thoughts and emotions as they come and go without judging or reacting to them. So you realize that if you can't observe these thoughts and feelings, you're definitely not them. An observer is observing these thoughts and feelings. That observer is the manifestation of the source within you. This observer is pure awareness. It is immovable, it is limitless, boundless, fearless, peaceful, and connected to everything else. The more you meditate, the more you get to know this source within you, and the more you can separate it from the mind. You can now better discern if a message is from the mind or the source. Where semen retention comes in is that meditating while retaining is much more potent than meditating when you're empty. Believe me, I've done both. When you're in constant connection with the source within, you develop a heightened awareness of all the bullshit out there in the world today. And you start listening more from the source to hear the goals you need to pour the sexual energy you've built up into. Number 2, semen retention and flow state. When you're retaining, you get that masculine urge to take control of your life and start focusing on your goals. This intense focus will often lead you into a flow state on several occasions. Flow state is where creativity is peak and your actions are effortless. This is a spiritual state where you commune directly with the source and its actions flow through you. The greatest inventions, contributions, and gifts are given from this state. When you're retaining, it's easier to focus on your goals. You have the energy and the urge to focus and be goal-oriented. And the more you show up every day and exercise this intense focus and effort, the higher your chances of entering a state of flow. This is sexual transmutation at its finest, because the more flow state you can access on a particular thing you're doing, the better you get at accessing this state and allowing the source to manifest itself through you. And when you get this good at doing something, that's a gift you can start giving to the world to make it a better place. At this stage, you are penetrating the world, instead of a woman, through what you do daily, and continually giving this spiritual gift that takes precedent over any basal canal desire you used to have. Speaking of basal canal desires, you have to be careful when you're on semen retention because you'll become more attractive to feminine women when you start retaining. I talk about how that happens in a video up here. And this attraction from women can distract you from giving your greatest gift to the world. And this leads me to the third way semen retention can help you awaken spiritually. Number 3, semen retention and desexualization. The idle hand is the devil's workshop. Your desire for sex should have been, in part, substituted with a higher spiritual purpose of giving your gift to the world. So, if you do these in the right order, that is, start retaining, then meditate consistently, then focus and work on the goals that matter to you, you'll always be in constant contact with the spiritual source whether you intend to or not. And it is the source that completes the masculine man. And when you get into relationships at this time, you are already complete. You're already whole. You're already giving your masculine gift from a higher plane and everything is balanced. At this stage, you're overflowing with masculine love that you have more than enough to give. You've risen above the canal need to always base your life around sex. Your brain's been finally desexualized. As a result, you're not needy in your relationships. And you notice that your relationships get healthier, your sex life gets healthier, and you're more loving. And because you're a person who gives love, you also attract love in return. We live in an overly sexualized society these days, and that's why you get addicted to PMOing in the first place. And that's why you also find it extremely difficult to quit. So, to quickly desexualize your brain, you need to defeat your addiction to PMOing. And I show you the fastest way to do this in a video you can find up here. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. If you found this video helpful at all, please destroy that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it when I drop videos like this in the future. And if you didn't find this video helpful, thank you for watching this long, and I'll see you all in the next one.